Hayden.
And I'm Gracie.
And welcome to the Eyepiece podcast.
We're so official.
We have an actual intro now. And it's going to be perfect every single time. Just for you guys.
Lols.
We don't actually have a guest this time, so it's just the two of us fending for ourselves.
And Delilah. And Delilah the cat.
Delilah the cat. She'll be our guest.
Come here.
Delilah, how was your week been?
How was your week? I ate a lot of food.
Of course you have.
And I was a bully.
Yep, sounds like Delilah.
Yep.
Poor kitty. Poor Squeak.
And I probably peed in your laundry and...
Well, I don't know, because I've been locking you out of my room this week.
It smells a lot better in here, by the way.
Thank you. Well, thanks to your miracle Arm and Hammer odor thing.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't had to reapply it, so it's...
That's good.
A few days ago, I had to burn some incense, burn some candles to get it smelling a little bit better in here. But in general, I've just been keeping the door closed so she can't get in.
That's good.
But yeah. In other news, our other cat, Squeak, I believe she's started eating a little bit.
That's good.
So we found a dry food that she likes, and she'll nibble on it. But it's still, she's still a twig.
Still a squeak.
A squeaky twig. So let's talk about our week.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff happened.
Yes.
Wednesday. Did anything happen on Wednesday?
That. Okay. I'm really full. I just had Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave me a free chocolate shake, so I'm staring at it right now as it melts. This week. Wednesday. Not really.
Yeah, I don't think anything really important happened on Wednesday. We'll probably remember as the podcast goes on.
I'm sure.
But Thursday was this boy's birthday.
Yeah! Happy birthday, Hayden! Yay, 24!
Golden birthday.
Woo! Yeah!
May 24th, I turned 24. So, yeah.
Please explain what I did for you.
Oh my goodness. Well, do we want to start with my meeting at Bilbo's? Or do we want to...
Oh my gosh, that happened that day too. That's so long ago.
Yeah.
Literally so long ago.
I know.
Yeah. Just go through your whole birthday day.
My whole birthday, well, I went to work.
Okay, fine.
Oh, that's one thing I had to do this week, or last week, was clean out the pool at the apartment complex. Because they're opening it up for the summer, and those pools get disgusting. Over the summer.
Outdoor pools are...
I mean, even like the inside of the pool itself was like caked in dirt and just whatever else, human flesh, bits of flesh or something.
What?
I don't know what's...
That's morbid. Someone died in your pool?
No, but, people shed. Dust. Dust is just human flesh. That's all dust is. But, yeah, so I had to use a power washer to clean that up. That was pretty fun, actually.
Power washing is so satisfying.
Yeah. I got quite wet, but, it was fun. Right. It was like playing in a sprinkler. Just a very high-powered sprinkler. And I was doing a job, so I wasn't technically supposed to be having fun, but...
Well, you were.
You can have fun, you can have fun doing a job. It's always nice.
I have fun most days.
That's good. Have you still haven't been trained for kitchen prep yet, or...?
No.
Man. That was your highlight, several weeks ago, and
I know.
It
didn't happen.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yet.
Maintain hope.
Okay.
Keep praying.
Okay,
Audience, pray for Gracie. Pray for her job, that she can move on up. Because she's been there for a while, and they need to start appreciating her. And giving her more hours and more stuff to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, Delilah, what are you doing?
What is she doing? She just, fall off the bed? She's in your stuff somewhere back there.
She's trying to find something to mess with. So what was funny about cleaning the pool is that I got completely filthy, and I had actually planned on meeting up with none other than Jonathan Cruz himself.
Shout out!
Oh boy!
Now that he knows about this
can't
thing.
go a single episode without...
Can't go a single episode.
What? What was that? Yeah, so...
hey, Jonathan.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, we met at Bilbo's, because Bilbo's is awesome. And,
You get sick discounts.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the main reasons I eat there. It's because I know I can get half off.
Someone knows you.
Yeah. They're just like, oh, you're Gracie's boyfriend. You can have it half off. So, yeah. Well, I was
a creep.
Planning on just meeting him one-on-one, and Gracie was like, oh, I was planning on going to Bilbo's and having a sandwich. And I'm like, do you want to join us? She's like, maybe. And,
that's about right. Maybe.
That was funny. So she showed up and like kind of creeped on us for a little bit, and eventually she sat with us. But we didn't really talk about any deep stuff or anything. It was mostly just,
I get to know you type of deal.
Yeah, like, how long have you lived here? Where do your parents? Where'd you grow up? And
She's like,
where do you go to church and stuff? So.
Yeah.
So it's just very basic stuff. We talked about how Gracie and I met. We talked about crew, school, and stuff. So, pretty neat stuff.
It's pretty neat.
Pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
How neat is that?
How neat is that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, he's just a
see him
chill dude.
in person.
Yeah.
Not just on Spotify.
Yeah. So yeah, and after that, we kind of hung out. Did we do some shopping or?
We went to.
Salvation Army.
We went to Salvo.
I got a sweet bathing suit.
You got a swimsuit.
A cool shirt.
I got a.
Did you get anything? You did get something.
I got a dress.
Did you get? Oh yeah, you got that dress and I think a skirt. You got the elephant skirt.
I got the elephant skirt.
And then you wore it that night.
Yeah, I did.
So here's what, Gracie, you want me to explain it?
Yeah.
Our date night? Well, it was my birthday, so Gracie said, do you want to meet up for dinner? And I was like, of course. Like, it's my birthday. Let's do something together. So we planned on meeting at Brand's, and she's like, let's go to Brand's at 9. And I'm like, well, it's kind of late. Like, we could go earlier, but I guess if there's like, is there some special deal going on at 9? And she just replies, yes. And I'm like, okay, that sounds good. So we killed time at Salvo and got some shopping done, and then we went to Brand's. So we got to Brand's. Gracie wore her elephant skirt.
I have a skirt that has elephants on it.
Yeah, it was cool. And when we got there, we sat down, and then Mike shows up.
Yeah, our friend Mike
walks in, and
I gotta stop.
Okay. He just walks in, and I'm like, whoa, Mike is here. I literally thought that it was just a coincidence. Like, Mike just happened to be there by himself and was like, oh, you guys are here. And yeah, it took me a second. I mean, I figured it out, but I figured out that Gracie had invited him to meet us there. So she's like, surprise!
Surprise!
I was like, oh, wow, cool. So we caught up with Mike a bit. And then we tried to, it did turn out there was a deal, coincidentally. It was happy hour at 9, so we wanted to get, cheap drinks, but the waitress said the cheap drinks are only in the bar area.
Sorry, waitress.
So we
didn't actually get to wait on us.
Yeah, we kind of left her alone. And went to the bar area to get our cheap drinks. And on our way there, our friend Alex Moore walks in. I was like, dude, what are you doing here?
Surprise.
And I'm like, turned to Gracie, who else did you invite?
That was it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a cool surprise.
Yeah, because I tried to do that in the past where I tried to surprise someone for a birthday dinner. And it was, like, significantly more people. And we got there late, so, like, everyone got there before we did. And he was, like, recognizing people's cars going through the parking lot. And
This was a different boyfriend.
Yeah. But it worked out this time, and I'm so happy because your reaction was just priceless, and it was wonderful. Everything that I hoped and dreamed.
Yep. It was really good. It was a good surprise. It would have been nice just to have a date night with you, but it was also pretty sweet to hang out with some bros, drink some margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
They were good.
They were
good margaritas.
Real good. Shout out to Brand Steakhouse for amazing margaritas.
For $2.99, or is it $1.99?
$2.99.
If you live in Portage or Kalamazoo,
you live in
go to Brands.
Holla!
All day. It's not 24/7, but
No.
all day, every day. Cheap margaritas, and they're good. So check that out for sure. And that was my birthday.
It was your birthday. Part 1 of your birthday.
It was a good day. Friday, we had a wedding.
We did.
Our last wedding of the season.
Until October.
Until October, yeah. So, our last wedding of this season. And, so, after work, I went into the bathroom, because we had to go literally when I was done with work. And I got off of work early because it was Memorial Day weekend. So that worked out perfectly.
It was perfect, yeah.
I got out at 3 and changed into my swag, and had our friend Rodney, who was on the podcast last week. He met us.
Shout out.
He met us at the apartment complex, which was amazing because the apartment complex that I work at just happens to be the apartment where Rodney and I met for the first time, and where we met Dallas for the first time, which Dallas is the one who got married. So it was really cool, like, to just, yeah, to meet up there. That ended up being where we met up, so we kind of stood there and reminisced, and,
because Gracie was out of control late.
Yeah. He actually left, he got there a while before you did. And then we stood for a little while, and then he was like, I do have to get gas if I'm driving. And I'm like, well, how about you go by yourself, because I want to be here when Gracie gets here. So you go get gas, and then he went and got gas, and you got there. So Rodney drove us, because my car's still busted, and Gracie's is untrustworthy. And a mess.
Literally, it would not have made it home.
So Rodney drove. It was a nice wedding. It was outdoors.
Beautiful.
It was hot though.
It was very hot.
But it was beautiful and nice. And
I cried.
They're a cool couple.
I cried during their vows.
Yeah, Dallas is a boss.
It's everything. It was so Christ-centered and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
The reception was really hot.
Oh, yeah.
The dinner, we sat at a table where we didn't really know anybody. We kind of joked about that half-heartedly. But, yeah. It was really good meat. Really good.
So tender.
Mac and cheese. Mix those two together.
Yep. Gracie is a chef.
Amen.
I should have done that. That was such a good idea. Mix the meat and the mac. They had Whitson on tap, or on keg, or whatever you'd call that thing.
Yep, it's a keg.
In a keg. Whitson, Arcadia. Real good. And they had wine, which Gracie didn't get to drink because she left it on the table, and they came to pick up the dishes and just took a full glass of wine and said, well, they're obviously done with this. And just
I should have just taken it with me,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Whatevs. Yeah. Okay, so I was trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say about the wedding.
Oh.
I liked the dancing was...
Doing it well.
I didn't do any dancing because I'm not a dancer, but I appreciated the fact that it was outdoors and it was just like, it was low-key, like there were like Christmas light, you know, like the white Christmas lights like I have in my room, just kind of decorating the place, and it was very like, you know, what do I want to say? One of the things... It wasn't
like fluorescent lights.
Yeah, it wasn't like a, you know...
Inside.
Like a club or something. Like, it was very tasteful. That's the word I want to use. It was tasteful. But it was still...
also cornhole, so we...
And there was cornhole. That's what makes a wedding... But more weddings should have yard games. Seriously. Because that made the night for me. It was just being able to play games. Just being able to, like, do something active that wasn't dancing. That I could still have fun and not just like sit at a table, you know. But yeah, it was fun. We did a little bit of parkour. Just a little bit.
And we made a big old shout out to our friend Mike.
Mike Kaminsky. Mike Kaminsky. Yeah, our parkour buddy. But yeah, so that was the wedding.
I wore heels.
Gracie.
I regretted it for 2 days afterwards.
Yep.
I just wanted to be tall. I wanted to be cute.
Honey, you're always cute.
Ugh.
Always. So what did you do Saturday?
I worked in the morning.
I hung out with my grandma Judy.
Yeah.
On Saturday morning. She took me out to breakfast. We had I had a waffle, Belgian waffle with some sausage and bacon and eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went back to her antique kitchen.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And then we went back to her apartment, and she showed me some stuff on the guitar. She gave me a guitar. Actually, she gave me a guitar when I was little. Not little, like...
That one?
Baby. That one I think was my dad's guitar.
That's a nice one.
But I had one very similar that I broke.
Oh.
So my dad gave me this one.
You're just a crazy metalhead, and you just kind of slammed it on the ground.
Yeah.
Threw it on the ground!
Yep. I was totally rocking out to some hardcore metal and just bashed it.
Bashed it.
Yep.
An acoustic.
Yeah.
Of all things.
It was for the, the crowd went wild.
Yeah,
so
I'm sure. Absolutely.
it was worth it. But you do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they trusted me with another one.
On Saturday, we were learning guitar while I was at work.
Yep, that was fun. She gave me she gave me a sheet of paper with some chords on it, so I can practice those. And she taught me some songs that I can practice. And she wants to get back together sometime and play together.
Oh,
she's like, I'll
Grandma.
practice those songs too, and then next time we see each other, we can play together.
Oh.
So I gotta get on that. I gotta get practicing those songs. She gave me Amazing Grace, a song about unicorns.
Heck yeah.
It's like...
Is it like Space Unicorn, or...?
No, it's like an old
folk. Is it Perry Grip?
It's an old folk song.
Is it Perry Grip?
No, it's like an old folk song. But,
So
and
it's
then
not Perry Grip.
Honey. And she also gave me a song called Where Have All the Flowers Gone?
Aww.
Which is actually a good Memorial Day song.
Aww.
Which has passed, so I'll have to practice it for next Memorial Day. But, yeah, it's about, where have all the flowers gone? The ladies picked them up. Where have all the ladies gone? The men picked up the ladies. And where have all the men gone? The war picked them up. And then, something about the war ending with graves, and then, the graves got taken over by flowers, and it's a cycle.
Oh, no.
So it goes back to the flowers from the beginning.
Oh.
Because the ladies picked the flowers for their mans. Anyways, so I thought that was a cute song, so I'm going to practice that one. And yeah, then I came home and chilled out. What did we do on Saturday?
We went out to family dinner.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Hopcat.
We went to Hopcat. That's right. Went to Hopcat with my parents. That was my birthday dinner. That was their birthday dinner for me. And, had a good time there. Did we go? We didn't go to church that day. No, we went to church the next day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went to Hopcat and then went back to my parents' house and sat on the deck and just kind of drank and chatted. We had some coffee tequila.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good. Real
Still
good.
from Cozumel.
Yeah. That stuff. If you ever have like $70 to throw away, just get some coffee tequila.
From Mexico.
Yeah.
Like the real stuff.
Real stuff. It was good.
But yeah, I just kind of had water because alcohol makes me really hot.
Well, you had a drink at Hopcat.
I did, and I didn't want more than one because I didn't want to suffocate and die.
And you had a shot.
I did.
You had a shot of tequila.
I drank it slowly because I wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the type of person to take a shot like a shot.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not who I am. So if I have a shot, I want to taste it. And tequila especially, because when we were in Mexico, we actually learned the proper way to take to drink tequila.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to know, it's you take the.
This is a good Christian.
What? Everybody needs to
Christian
know how to
podcast.
take a shot of tequila.
We're so adult. We're so adulting right now.
In case because you don't want to, embarrass yourself and like choke on it.
Just like I did. Sit up.
Okay. Drinking tequila 101.
Yeah.
You take the tequila into your mouth. You swish it for 2 seconds. Get it all like you're swishing mouthwash. You just get it, get the flavor all throughout your mouth. You swallow it. The first thing you do after you swallow it is you breathe in through your nose. Not like that. That was the opposite of breathing in through your nose. You breathe in through your nose, and then you breathe out through your mouth. And then when you do that, it's amazing because the tequila that you just splashed all over the entire mouth and swallowed, once you breathe out through your mouth, you can just taste the flavor of the tequila all throughout your mouth, and it's delicious. So if you ever get the chance to try some tequila, that's how you do it. That's how you get the maximum flavor from the tequila, and how you can avoid the burning sensation of the alcohol.
Oh.
So I hope that helped. Hope that helped someone out there.
All two of you that actually drank.
All two of you that listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
You know what? Our podcast probably is mostly listened to by our students. So I'm probably telling teenagers how to drink tequila.
Let's just edit that entire thing out.
No, I'll put a disclaimer at the beginning. Listen to this when you're older.
Viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, listener discretion. So
Anyway,
after that, what did we do? We went back to your place. I spent the night, and we went to the bridge in the morning.
on couch cushions in the corner of my room.
Yeah, don't get any wrong ideas. We don't share a bed. We're not married.
Nope.
So of course I slept on couch cushions in the corner of the room, which was fine. It's comfy enough.
It's comfy.
So, and yeah, woke up, had some coffee, and went to the bridge for the morning, which I actually like. We didn't even talk about this, but I actually liked the service. I liked the message, at least, because Pastor Jeff went through the book of Jude from start to finish, verse by verse, and just exposited the scripture, and I love that. It's just something about just reading scripture and just like, extracting the message from the words on the page is just refreshing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible is how the Spirit speaks to us.
Are you going to want to come to the James series?
Probably.
Because I'll probably do the same thing.
Yeah. For sure.
So,
Mm-hmm.
then we went to Southern Heights.
Then we went to Southern Heights, and what was the message about there? We were going through Matthew at Southern Heights. So we were talking about
Matthew 10, I think.
Mm-hmm. Jesus telling his disciples basically what their life is going to be like if they follow him.
Oh yeah, whoever loses his life will find it
Yep.
or something.
Yeah, whoever finds his life will lose it. Whoever loses his life for my sake, he will find it.
What verse is that?
Oh, come on. I don't know, 10:30, 10:31, 10:40, 10:12, 10:13,
No, you were right. You're closer the second time.
10:10.
No, 10:38.
Oh, okay. I thought you were pointing down as like lower.
No, you said 40, so I was like...
Oh, okay, gotcha. So there you have it. Yeah, that was also a good message, because I liked that message because it was very...
You were taking notes like crazy.
Yeah. I liked it because it was honest. It was like, being a Christian is hard, and it's going to mean giving up a lot of precious things.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to mean basically leaving your life behind and devoting everything to him. So...
Which is what I had to find out, like, around this time last year.
Yep. It's always good to get a reminder, because we definitely all have a tendency to kind of lose our ambition and, think, well, living a normal life is much easier, so I'm just going to try that for a little while. But it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So. And that was Sunday morning. And afterwards...
we kind of split ways for a while. You went to do laundry, and I went to... whatever.
Not do laundry. Yeah.
I watched the baseball game. Tigers won. Go Tigers.
What's the score? What was the score?
I don't remember. It was close, though. It was like 5-3 or something.
Dang.
I know. Yeah.
So that was the sports section of the podcast.
Yep. Just have like a little jingle. The sports section.
The sports section.
Yes, sports. But yeah, did that, and just kind of laid in my bed because it was cold in my basement.
Mm-hmm.
Just laid in bed, and
that's gonna be so nice during the summer.
It already is.
Yeah.
And it's not even June yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I just watched videos on YouTube, caught up on other YouTubers, and...
Nice. Want to shout anyone out?
Not really.
Okay.
not today. I did more of, like, my favorite YouTubers today.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pero DJ, and Sea Cruisers, and Alonzo, and...
Was that when did we find out that we're officially... Oh, that's what we did on Wednesday. We cleaned my grandma's house.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we started the week off by cleaning. Well, started the Eyepiece week. The Eyepiece week starts on Wednesday.
Yep.
Ends on Tuesday. So we started the Eyepiece week off by cleaning my grandma's house, and my parents came over to drop off something. Drop off
Cat
food for my cat, my sick cat. And they told us...
Hashtag pray for Squeak.
Pray for Squeak. Pray for my little skeleton cat. And do you want to share the news?
Of...
Your 30th birthday?
Oh, yeah, we're going on another cruise. For my 30th.
Officially. It's exciting.
It's very exciting. Which is October of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lordy. Lord have mercy, I'm old. But yeah, that happened.
Yep.
But anyway, Sunday, we got back together. We went to Connor and Kelsey's for game night.
Yep. Forgot to mention on Friday or Saturday we went to the grad party. Saturday.
We went to Michaela and Elizabeth's grad party.
Where we met up with
Connor and Kelsey, and that's where they
invited us
too. Yeah. Yep. But I had also seen their Facebook Facebook invite, but they were like personally inviting us.
Yeah. And we went.
And it was really fun. We got to meet a whole bunch of people we didn't know.
A whole bunch of people. And I got to like reconnect with people that I used to know, kind of.
Yeah. Who?
People from crew. Maybe not from crew, but from KVCC. Probably from crew. Cody Schmidt.
Cody!
I think that might have been it.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah.
He was like the only other one that I knew aside from Connor and Kelsey.
Right. Yeah, me too. But it was nice to kind of to see some new faces.
To branch out and to play new games.
Oh man, we played Jackbox TV. We played on Jackbox TV. We played Murder Trivia Party or whatever.
Something.
Which was kind of fun. The questions were hard.
Questions were real hard.
But I think they're supposed to be. I mean, I think it's, the point is to, get people to lose.
Yeah.
Then we played Quiplash, which was kind of a similar style to Cards Against Humanity, but not, Ratchet. And Ratchet. I mixed Ratchet and Wretched. A new word, Ratchet. So yeah, that was fun. We had some pretty sly answers.
I did not.
Yeah, at first you didn't realize it was supposed to be funny. You thought you were actually answering questions. It's like, no. Love you.
That's bad. That was so bad.
Yeah, we also played 2 Rooms and a Boom. That was really fun.
Which is like the game Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever play the game Mafia, it's kind of like that. But I'm not the best player at that game.
Yeah.
Hayden is prime. Hayden's a prime player for 2 Rooms and a Boom, but Gracie McDonald is not. Gracie McDonald is too afraid to say anything. I'm not the best liar.
Yeah, and
I'm not the best. I wear my emotions on my sleeve too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was surprised because I usually am like that, but for some reason, I don't know. I felt like participating in this game. Yeah, so kind of the way the game works is you literally go into 2 separate rooms with a group, and there's 2 teams, but the teams are mingled in each room. So you could have 2 blues and 3 reds in the same room, and you're kind of duking it out to decide like who you want to send to the other room, because if you're blue, your goal is for the president and the bomber to be in separate rooms. So if you're blue, you want to keep them separate, but if you're red, you want them to be in the same room by the 3rd round. So a lot of it is very much, debating.
Did you ever get a blue card, or were you always red?
I got blue the first round.
Okay.
But the rest of the rounds I was red, so
yeah, you were.
I kept wanting to get get the president and the bomber in the same room. And the funny thing was, for 2 of the rounds, the first round, Gracie was
I was the blue player.
President. Oh, weren't you the president for one of the rounds?
I was.
Yeah.
I was the bomber for the second round, and then the president for the third round.
Yep.
Which was awful. Oh, God.
High stress. But we figured it out, I think. I figured it out, at least. At least...
When I was the bomber, I was so afraid of, like, saying anything. Like, I didn't know, like, if I was allowed to reveal myself. I didn't know if I was allowed to, like, even reveal my color. Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
See, I think the strategy would be, if you're the bomber, you would want the red team to know, but you wouldn't want the blue team to know. So you would have to, like, somehow slyly let your red comrades to know that you were the bomber, but you would want to keep it hidden from the blues. Same with the president. You'd want the blues to know you're the president, but you wouldn't want the reds to know, because that would help them a lot. But yeah, I was yeah.
The one time that I was the president, I got sent back and forth a couple times because yeah, I wanted to not be with the bomber, and the bomber was Connor.
Oh.
And I went to the other room, and he, like, straight out said it, like, I'm the bomber, and I'm just like,
oh.
Send me back.
Send me back. That's amazing.
Like, I kind of volunteered myself to go back.
And I think another strategy, for sure, because the only person who has the authority to send someone is the leader of the room. So another strategy is definitely to work around what color the leader is. Because, say, for example, you're the bomber and the leader is blue, or say you're red and the leader is blue, you're not gonna get the leader to straight up do what you want them to do. So you gotta kind of slyly, like, trick them by saying, like, oh, trust me, you know, the bomber's not in that room, trust me, let's send the president over there. Somehow you gotta get the leader to do what you want them to do.
Right.
So
it's a strategy game.
It is, for sure.
And Gracie kind of struggles with those kinds of games. So
I got it, like, after the third or fourth round.
Yeah.
Second or third. So, yeah, that was fun. That was just a fun night in general.
Yeah. We got to play with the kitty.
Yeah, that was probably Gracie's favorite part.
The kitty was so cute.
How long ago did they get that cat? It must be...
About a week ago or so.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, it must be, like, less than a few months.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was
a
tiny cat.
Yeah, she's so little and cute, and she squeaks, and she meows, and
it's a boy.
And it's a boy, so it's a he. I called her she all night long.
I did too. I'm so used to cats being girls. The only boy cat I know is my grandma's cat, Juice.
Juice?
Yep. Big Buddha of a cat.
Monday.
Monday was Memorial Day.
Monday was Memorial Day.
The day off from work.
I did not.
So, I picked my sister up to take her to work in the morning because the buses weren't running because it was Memorial Day, so Haley needed a ride, so I took her to work and then hung out at Bigby for a little while because that's where we were meeting we were meeting my parents to go to the beach.
The beach?
Yep. So after Gracie got out of work, she came to Bigby. My parents came to Bigby, and we all went to St. Joe, Silver Beach.
Silver Beach.
Yeah. And we couldn't park at the main part of the beach because it was so crowded.
It was very okay that we ended up where we did.
Yeah. We got to park at a smaller part of the beach, which was
free.
Nice. It was free.
And it was in the shade.
Yeah.
And there was, like, almost nobody around us.
Yeah, it was not crowded. It was great. If you ever go to Silver Beach in St. Joe, don't go to the main part of the beach. Well, unless it's not crowded, and if you can get in for free or something. Mm-hmm. But if you want free parking that's close to the beach and in the shade, just go a little bit further south, like a few blocks, and there's another parking lot there where I guess the locals tend to park, according to my dad. But that's where we parked. The only thing is it's not water accessible. Yeah, there's no actual shoreline. It's kind of like, what do you call it? A retaining wall?
A retaining wall
type thing,
yeah.
Yeah. But there were like giant rocks that you could step on and get into the water if you wanted.
The water was actually really nice for being May.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were warning everybody, like, before the weekend even started, like, be careful of the water if you go to Lake Michigan, because it's so cold you might get hypothermia. No.
It was nice.
At least where we were, it was really nice once you got used to it. So.
Probably because it was quite shallow.
It was so hot, too.
And it was hot.
It was so hot.
Yeah. That's what made it so nice.
Yeah. And I got to test out my new GoPro in the water.
Maybe you can upload some of those videos to the channel.
Yeah, maybe.
So look forward to those in the coming week or so. Yeah. She's got a new GoPro. I don't know if you ever mentioned that on the podcast.
No, probably not.
She was using my dad's GoPro, but she got her own.
I did.
With her own hard-earned cash.
Thanks, tax return.
Woo! Yep. And it works like a charm.
It does.
That's some crisp footage.
As much as you can in Lake Michigan, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was surprisingly much.
Yeah.
Because I was, expecting it to be kind of murky. Because Lake Michigan's kind of...
Because Lake Michigan is all sand and...
Yep.
Lake Michigan, so...
Mm-hmm.
No, it was really clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. We got ice cream afterwards.
Chillins. Way too... I should not have gotten 2 scoops. And I shouldn't have
only gotten 1.
Yeah, I should have gotten, more of a fruity flavor. For some reason, I get more full on the, rich, the chocolatey flavors than I do on, the Shrrbrrt flavors. I should have got... Sorbet or whatever. Shrrbrrt. Shrrbrrt.
Cat.
Don't sit on our phone.
Cat's right next to us.
You're a very polite guest. My goodness. We've never had a guest sit on the phone before.
Or have an entire body of fur.
No, we had Olive as a guest.
We did. Me too.
She was also a lot more vocal than you are, Delilah.
Yeah, sorry about it.
Yeah, we got ice cream. And then we went back to Kalamazoo, picked up Haley from work.
I drove.
Gracie drove, yeah, because she's getting tired of having to get in from the driver's side of my car. Oh, that's the other thing I did this week is I went to the auto shop and... or did I do that last week?
I don't remember.
Well, I got a quote. I got an estimate for my car. That'll be going in sometime in the near future.
Why don't you just do it?
Well, I gotta wait for them to set up an appointment.
Okay.
Because I have to order parts and stuff.
Right. Why don't you just do it while we're gone in Honduras?
Maybe. If it works out that way.
That'd just be perfect, because you won't even be here to need an extra car.
Yeah, it would be. Maybe I can, request a certain date or something.
I mean, yeah. You just set up an appointment for while we're gone. You just take it in and...
I mean, it's gonna depend on when they get the parts, but maybe they'll get them before then.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
We picked up your sister and then went to my house.
Mm-hmm. Went to Gracie's house where we had a family dinner. Burgers.
We invited your parents over and your sister, and we had family time.
Yeah.
I think our parents like each other.
I do too.
Which is cute.
They were just telling stories left and right, laughing, just sharing all the funny stories. Well, Sometimes at their kids' expense, but
Oh yeah.
but that's what you do.
I threw myself under the bus a couple times because I didn't want my dad to bring it up.
Yeah.
I just got it right out of the way real quick.
Yep. So that was really fun. And
It was good. It was good for the soul.
Mhm. Yeah, it was nice bonding time.
Mhm.
Just getting the two families together, and I think it was nice for Haley too, because as I've told you, she's a very family oriented person.
Mhm.
So I think that was nice for her too, to just like see families getting together. So.
Mhm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Shout out Haley! Woo! Woo! I see you, girl.
We finally moved your dresser.
Yeah.
Down to your room.
Thing
was heavy.
Yeah.
But we managed it.
That's why it's been put off so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's solid oak.
Mm-hmm. So now you gotta clean your room.
Now I gotta put everything away.
Yep.
Because until now I just had drawers along the wall, which is susceptible to creatures to move in to my laundry basket, and it's.
You're gonna have to check them now.
Oh!
Dump them out. And
no.
Sort through them.
Oh. That's awful.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
that was our Monday. And now we're
to Tuesday.
Now we're here.
Yep.
Did you have a good Bible study?
I did. Good. It was really good. We talked about the shield of salvation.
I thought you were talking about peace. Or was that...
We're going through a different armor of God every day.
Every day?
Every week, sorry.
So you start with Tuesday and then you go through it from there? Because you were going through peace at the beach.
Yeah, because it's that week.
The previous week.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't, end with the week you just went through. You don't go through peace and then on Tuesday talk about it. You talk
That's
about it.
That's what you
do
in small group.
Right. That's what I'm used to. But this is the opposite?
Yeah.
Okay. So you talk
about... it's a video teaching, so you do the video teaching for the next week, and then in Bible study you talk about your homework.
Okay.
So
this week you're going to be doing homework on the shield. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I didn't really do anything today. Had pizza. A lot of pizza. Extra most bestest from Little Caesars.
And we had Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm. And here we are recording a podcast.
Woo! Our last podcast of the spring.
Yep.
And next week starts our summer season.
Yep.
We're going to try to be a little more professional from now on. Yep. Try to have a clear intro and a clear outro.
Like our stuff.
Yes.
Let's plug our content real quick.
If you are listening on YouTube, which you probably are, subscribe. Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe, like this video.
Like the video and share it. Yep.
The video if you so happen to want other people to know about our weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure why. Well,
why would you share this video? I'm not
share
sure.
This video if you have friends who are interested in trying tequila. If they are interested in trying some margaritas at Brands.
Oh, we're just talking about alcohol.
Oh, yeah. And if they want to go to the beach, because we gave some nice recommendations for a good restaurant. Make a date of it. Go to Brands and then, or maybe do the beach first. Go to the beach and then when you come back, go to Brands, get some margaritas, and then go home, sit on your deck, watch the sunset, and do some shots.
Wow.
There you go.
That was the most adult thing you've ever said.
I just planned your date for you.
Oh man.
But not if you're one of our students listening to this, don't do that yet. Wait until you're 21 or older. Please. That's my disclaimer. I will hunt you down. So yeah, do you have any other recommendations?
Like us on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Like us on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. How can they find us on Instagram?
It's Mypiece, MYPIECE _ Eyepiece. EYEPIECE.
Perfect.
And that is our Instagram name. You can find us on Facebook at Eyepiece.
It's just Eyepiece. Yep.
I haven't actually updated Instagram since New Year's, so there's that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We should just put pictures, like screenshots of our videos or something.
Yeah.
Or anything, really.
Oh, really? Anything.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll do one right now.
So if you're listening to this when we put it out, you probably have already seen this picture, this glorious picture of our cat, my cat Delilah, or of me and the cat.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do a thumbs up so you
And
you
the
know
phone in there, too.
Yep.
It's only your mouth.
Yay,
Oh, there you are.
Yay.
You can't even tell. Let me just try this again. Let me take it with, like, the actual camera on my phone.
Yay. You sticking my tongue out? Yay.
I can't see.
Well, in any case...
We'll figure it out and we'll get back to you on it.
Yeah. Origin story of that picture on Instagram. We got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Instagram.
We don't really have Twitter yet because we're not that cool, but we're working on it.
Definitely check us out on social media. Share us. Share this episode with your friends. And
which Instagram filter should I use?
Oh, definitely.
What's your favorite Instagram filter?
Mine is Hayden or Sunrise or whatever that's called.
Mine is
not Sunrise.
Mine is Rise.
Rise, is that what it is?
Or Lo-Fi.
Because you tend to like the very high contrast ones.
I do, yeah.
The ones that make me look like I'm burnt. Although I like the very hipstery ones. The ones that look
color.
like an old-timey photo.
Yeah. Well, Valencia.
That's a good one.
Valencia?
Yes.
I'll do Valencia, and I'll do that. Comment on this video to tell us what your favorite Instagram filter is.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hayden, how can we be praying for you this week?
Okay, this week, how about for this class that I'm taking, because I'm not enjoying it, and I actually skipped class last week. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I skipped because it's not really challenging me, and it's not really teaching me anything. It just feels like it's not my setting, I guess.
Yeah. What is it about?
Interpretation of New Testament literature.
Oh.
But
that just sounds like
I mean, it should be very interesting, but the way they treat the class is it treats it as very subjective, like very, it's up to you to interpret it, and I guess that's not how the class is supposed to be, because clearly it's not subjective. I mean, there's scripture isn't determined by our opinions and by our interpretations. Like the biblical authors had a clear intention for their writings, and I know that Cornerstone knows that. I know that they wouldn't dare imply that scripture is arbitrary or anything.
My allergies are out of control right now. Sorry if you hear me sniffling and trying to breathe, but whoa.
Yep.
I think it's this thing.
Oh, really?
This black bean on the
lila bean.
The lila bean. I love looking at different hashtags as well.
Really?
I typed in EYE for eye, and it said the very first one is eyelash extensions. There's eyeshadow tutorial, eyebrows, eyeshadow. Eyepiece. Eye piercing? No.
Oh my
no,
goodness.
No.
Is that a real thing?
Eyepiece.
Don't look up eye piercing on Instagram.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Eyepiece. Podcasting. Hashtag attic room.
Do you think that's an actual...
Yeah.
It is?
13,000 people have already said it.
Wow.
Used it as a hashtag.
I must join some club or something.
Yeah, the attic room club.
Yep.
Team attic room. Woo. Hashtag black cats of Instagram. 1,767,000. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hashtag a cat named Mouse, a cat named Joe, cat named Abe.
How many cats do you think are named Delilah?
Delilah. None.
0. You're the only Delilah out there.
Delilah. Oh, no. Delilah the cat has 1,416 posts.
Oh boy.
It's hashtag it's really hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hot here. It's really hot in here. How about that? It's really hot in here.
Oh no. Editing that out.
I didn't go any farther than that.
I know.
Stay tuned for the podcast. Podcasting. Hashtag vlog. Hashtag podcast. Hashtag amateur for days.
Woo! This should just literally be the end of the episode, like you naming off all these hashtags.
Yeah.
So it's like that's how our episode ends. Just hashtag this, hashtag that.
Listen. Share.
Oh man. Well,
I think we should do a couple shout-outs for who follows us on Instagram as well.
we totally should.
Followers.
But do you want to share your prayer request?
Oh my gosh, yeah, sorry. I think for a prayer request for me would probably have to be just figuring out life.
It's a tall order.
Yeah.
But
God's
all things are possible through... with God, all things are possible.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to figure everything out.
Figure something out, at
Learn
least.
to lean on God for all of my troubles.
Yes. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.
Yeah. So that's my prayer request. So let's do a couple shout-outs on Instagram.
Like us on Instagram and you can get your name shouted out.
Shout out to Connor Bailey.
Hey, Connor! He's been a faithful follower.
Yeah, he was from the beginning.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff Mena.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
Shout out to Nicole Higgins.
Cool.
Shout out to Hayden Butcher.
Oh, boy.
Shout out to Brandon. Brandon was one of my friends from Summer Project up in Traverse City.
I see we got Betty Joe.
We got Betty Joe.
Ben.
We got Ben. We got some guy named King William, and I'm not quite sure who he is.
We got Catherine.
Got Catherine.
Oh, and Ellie.
Ellie, maiden name Bert.
Oh, yeah.
Haven Doddart, I see you, girl.
Lauren Lassiter.
Lauren Lassiter, woo!
Sonia.
Sonia, I miss you, girl. Molly.
Which Megan is that? It's not the Megan who just got married.
I don't remember. I don't know who you are. This is
Megan with no posts.
Megan with no posts.
Post some stuff so we know who you are.
Hey, Tanya.
Tanya's
Hey,
on here.
girl. She has a guinea pig? What?
Some people with just some numbers and letters and stuff.
Who are you?
Faith.
This guy doesn't even have...
Right. Baby Red.
Baby Red 122.
Thanks for following us, Baby Red. Thanks for following us, Faith. Faithy.
That's Faith Moore. Shout out, Faith. But yeah, that's about it, because we only have about 19 followers. So follow us on Instagram.
And share our posts.
And share our posts.
I don't really know.
So there's the new Instagram post.
Yep.
First one of the year, because the other one was from New Year's.
Yep. Alright,
so that's our podcast today. I hope you enjoyed it.
Me too.
We'll see you back again next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday for the start of
for our summer vlogs.
Summer
podcasts. Yep. And vlogs. Hopefully I'll get the Cozumel the Cozumel vlog up soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've had so much to do lately.
Yeah, with all the end of the year
craziness with youth group and stuff like that. So
but that's all over, and now you can get back to editing some vlogs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's all we have this week. We'll see you again next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.